Everyone knows Koh Tao as a beginner's diving island, but we're here to show you that there's actually some world-class dive sites around here, and you don't have to just be a beginner to enjoy it.
We did go diving yesterday, but the viz was terrible.
Zero visibility, zero visibility. Ay, saka na!
Bleh. Hopefully the visibility has cleared up a little bit. We're going in the opposite direction, so fingers crossed. I was actually here 12 years ago. I lived here for about 3 years. It's Cassie's first time.
Hopefully today, Koh Tao is going to show me what is diving is really about.
Situated in the Gulf of Thailand and now home to over 70 dive shops, Koh Tao is the cheapest place in the world to do an open water course. With newbies flocking here in their thousands every year to get certified, Koh Tao has certainly earned its reputation for being a bit of a dive factory. On the flip side, this reputation means it's often overlooked and even frowned upon by serious divers. Our original plan was to show you 3 of Koh Tao's top dive sites to try and change your mind. But with yesterday's conditions, the dive at Pinnacle was a bit of a write-off. So, we're trying again today on the diver's boat on their popular 3S trip. It's a full day 3-dive trip starting at a leisurely 8:30 a.m. The trip costs just 3,500 baht and includes lunch on board. We'll leave the full details and links in the description below if you're interested in checking that out.
We are almost at Southwest Pinnacle, so it's time to gear up and let's go diving.
Dive number 1 of the day is a site we've been eager to dive together for a long time. Thankfully, the visibility is way better than yesterday. Just 45 minutes from Koh Tao, Southwest Pinnacle is known for being a diver's playground. The main rock formation is smothered in colourful anemones. Navigating around the rocks and pinnacles, you'll find vast numbers and a huge diversity of schooling fish. And further off from the pinnacles is the biggest school of Barracuda we've ever seen. As you can see, the sheer biomass on this site rivals that of some of the world's top dive sites. And the lack of current here makes it a photographer's dream. The best news is, with depths ranging from 5 to 30 metres, this site is accessible to all certification levels. Plus, we were lucky enough with our timing that we shared the site with very few other divers today. A rare treat for Koh Tao.
Time for a cup of tea and a banana. That was a bloody epic dive.
That was just insane. I did not expect that. Just layers and layers of fish. Massive, massive school of yellow snappers, and then you had the one-spot snappers underneath that. Behind them you had all the barracudas, easily within the top dives we've done in the last year.
So, at our next dive site, Sail Rock, we are going to be looking at it with a critical eye and comparing it to the other top-named dive site in Thailand, Richelieu Rock. Now, we've done over 20 dives easily on Richelieu Rock within the last couple of years. So, let's find out which one really is the reigning champion of Thailand dive sites.
Dive number 2 is Koh Tao's premier dive site. At around 1.5 to 2 hours from the island, it's also the furthest. This tiny rock in the middle of nowhere is known for being a magnet for marine life, with huge schools of jacks, batfish and barracuda, and even the occasional whale shark. What social media won't tell you though is that the conditions at Sail Rock can be very hit and miss. On a good day, it can easily be referred to as the #1 dive site in Thailand. Unfortunately for us, today is not one of those days. Although not quite as bad as our dive yesterday at Pinnacle, the visibility is once again green and murky. On the plus side though, there's still a ton of marine life to enjoy. For the amount of life that can be seen here, it's an easy dive, suitable for all certification levels. And we did get lucky again with timing, being the only group on the site. Just as with many of the best dive sites, Sail Rock is a make or break, depending on the conditions. We're going to have to come back to show you this site at its best.
Yay! The visibility was
Always a surprise on that dive. What is coming out of the murky water? A barracuda!
on the plus side, tons of life. It was all there. Just we couldn't really see it. Not much visibility again. But yeah, loads of jackfish, queenfish swimming around, big old pick handle, barracuda. We saw a very, very cool jellyfish towards the end. But yeah, unfortunately, the slack tide, I think we hit it right on the bang on the low tide, so it was kind of slack tide, and all the fish were just sort of not really knowing where to go.
Pootling around, weren't they?
Yeah.
Having a little pootle. Well, I enjoyed it. It was a bit like a scary house at the beginning, like a haunted house. You go down, can't see much, and then just barracudas, big barracudas coming out of the darkness, and then huge schools of trevally. It was fantastic.
So Sail Rock versus Richelieu Rock, well, the jury still has to be out on that one. Today's conditions weren't really a fair comparison, unfortunately, compared to the days we've done at Richelieu. So at the moment, for me, I'd still say Richelieu Rock.
Well, I need to come back here and I need to see this dive site with some current and with good visibility. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but I think it could have the upper edge on Richelieu. It was pretty epic, even with the bad viz.
So now we're heading to our third and final dive of the day, back to Koh Tao, to a little dive site called Shark Island.
The third dive of the day was a bonus for us, and we weren't expecting much. But Shark Island really surprised us. The deeper areas were very murky again, and we noticed a lot of algae sitting on the corals. But in the shallow areas, we were pleased to find plenty of healthy, hard and soft corals. And once again, lots of fish. We're curious to know, what's your opinion on Koh Tao? Has this video changed your mind in any way? We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. And before we give you our verdict on Koh Tao, make sure you hit that like button and hype this video. It really helps small channels like us. And subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming diving adventures. It helps us continue making these videos and we really appreciate it.
It's about 5:30. We've got the lovely golden rays, just heading around the corner to go back to Mayhad and back onto Koh Tao. Quite a long day for 3 dives, but 3 really nice dives, and I was actually quite surprised about how nice Shark Island was. Unfortunately, down in the deeper areas there was a lot of green. I'm not sure if it was algae or it seemed to be laying on a lot of the coral and a lot of the barrel sponges. So if you're a marine biologist and you know what that's about, then we'd like to know. Be interesting to know. Drop it in the comments.
Beautiful. I really enjoyed all the coral. That's the most coral I've seen so far in Koh Tao, but that could be down to the visibility. A lovely way to end a lovely day.
So if you come into Koh Tao as a certified diver, we can highly recommend this boat. So we're not affiliated with these guys at all. We did pay for the trip. We just shopped around whilst we were in Mayhad, the front of Koh Tao, and we came across this dive centre. They offered this 3S trip, and it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we reckon this 3S trip is probably one of the best trips to go on if you're an advanced or certified diver coming to Koh Tao.
So as first impressions, what do you reckon? Is Koh Tao worth it?
I think it's worth it. Let me cut to the chase. I think it's worth it. I think the island is great fun, lots of variation there, and the diving was great. And I can only imagine what it'll be like on a great viz day. I mean, I think so. Some people are complaining, but I loved it.
I loved it. I can't wait to come back and do Southwest and to do Sail Rock again and hope for better visibility next time because love that dive site. Amazing place.
Okay, well, Koh Tao, we're going to be seeing you again. And we hope you enjoyed this video. Send it to your dive buddies, start your planning, like, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next dive adventure.